Yeah, about that. In my journey to find motivation and to find ways to remove myself from the boxes I've been putting myself on just randomly in life, I found one of the most motivational things to be the idea of wasting time. Like ultimately, like we think of every moment we don't do something of value or something that will later come back to us as something of wasting time. But ultimately speaking, in reality, nothing is really wasting time because life is just like a big time waste. If that makes sense. This video is basically me motivating myself to keep going. I'm mostly talking about YouTube when I say that motivation in this website is very flawed, not only in the higher ups or the role models we have, but also in the people who try to push you for it. Usually there is a gap between us and the idea of what we want to be, and the only way we can fulfill that gap is by putting a lot of work in between. Whenever that work is just quality or just quantity, either way we just like remove our perception of this is what I want to do and we just replace it with this is what I'm doing, right? And I felt that's what I been stuck for a while. If you check my videos in YouTube right now, you can see that I've been making this conscious 2 videos per month, or aka a video each 2 weeks, and I found it very tiring because not only I had that schedule to live up to, but also I found myself that a lot through the week, yes, sure, I was free at certain times where I went out with friends and I just had fun. And that fun was justified because in my head I was like, I don't need to think anything about like internet stuff or any obligations I put to myself. But in reality is that it actually has been affecting me because I spend a lot of my time just like watching other YouTube videos and just doing nothing, and that nothing just goes to me because I usually make a video that goes up like in the last 5 days. Like I do most of the work in the last 2 days, like because I'm a fast editor. I know my ability to edit. I've been editing since like 7-8 years, so I know how to do this. This is like very easy to me at this point. So my point is that I want to upload more, and this is basically this video inspiring myself to do so, putting myself out there and pretty much saying to myself that there are no limits. The only limit between me and my dreams is me. And I know that is very cliche and you heard that 100 times. Some of you might even have a motivational poster in your wall right now where I'm speaking. You're just looking at it and being like, is this guy actually captioning John Cena? And no, I'm not captioning John Cena and what he said. I'm simply saying that there are no limits. If you are struggling to do something in life, simply do it, because one of the most uninspiring, hurtful mindsets I have in life is that I should only put the best of me out there. But that's actually not fun, because even if I succeed at life, essentially speaking, people are not going to know me. They're just gonna know a version of me. So when people see my flaws, they're gonna be like disgusted. Meanwhile, if you put a lot of you out there, people are gonna find progression in you, and they're gonna see the earlier flaws and find the greatness in there and see how did you take that greatness, like a bit of greatness, and made it all the way. If that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, I'm sorry. But this is basically me just saying that I'm going to upload a lot more YouTube videos. I'm not gonna have a schedule because nah, I'm just going to do whatever I seem to do. There is a video that coming out tomorrow and maybe the day after. I quit most social media because they are just tiring to me. So I'm going to just focus to do this, to innovate but not imitate, to demonstrate that all limits are fake. Let's go.